Welcome to Turkmenistan!
Hey guys, this week we're in Turkmenistan, a country in Central Asia that's gained a reputation for being one of the strangest, weirdest, and least visited places on Earth. With extreme internet and media censorship and strange laws like banning long hair or beards for men, it's no wonder Turkmenistan has this reputation. But how much of this is really true? I decided to find out for myself. Join me on a 3-day journey as I dig into the reality behind the rumors and explore whether Turkmenistan truly deserves its reputation as the world's weirdest country.
Absolutely empty. You can see Elliot and I have our own rows completely to ourselves.
One of the reasons Turkmenistan is one of the least visited countries on Earth is because of how hard it is to get a visa. Even if you do get one, it's notoriously expensive, as every tourist has to book an accredited guide for the entirety of the trip. This alone cost us roughly $1,500.
Wow, guys, look at this airport. This is absolutely amazing. Incredible.
The first thing that struck me was just how extravagant the airport is. In fact, the roof is a giant falcon statue that holds the Guinness World Record for the largest sculpture of a falcon. I was also shocked to find the rumors were true. Every car is white. We arrived at 3 a.m, so the streets were obviously deserted, but we were still greeted by Ashgabat's famous white facade and the glowing lights of the Asian Olympic Games village, and a police officer who stopped our car and asked me not to film the massive monument.
Guys, we've arrived. This is so weird. It is so eerie in here. There is like the receptionist and one guard who are talking behind me. Let's find. Okay guys, we just got to our hotel, the Sport Hotel. Wow. Time for our famous room tour. Wow. So that is rather decadent, if I may say so. Okay guys, so we're gonna have a few hours sleep because at 8:30 we're meeting our driver downstairs and going for a city tour. Hey guys, so we've just woken up from our nap. I've just opened the window, it's light now. Guys, it is a complete and utter whitewash outside. Just take a look at this.
In Ashgabat, there's a strict law that mandates every building and car must be white. This creates quite a striking and surreal cityscape.
As you can see, all the buildings are white, all the cars are white. It is illegal to have a car that is not white. And so hence why you can see everything is white. As you can see, I'm matching. I thought that if I'm coming to Ashgabat, then I might as well match and have my entire wardrobe be white too.
One of the most impressive things about the capital city is that nearly all the buildings and monuments are made of white marble. In fact, Ashgabat holds the Guinness World Record for the highest density of white marble buildings in the world. The marble is actually flown all the way from Italy to Ashgabat, which is pretty incredible and most importantly, incredibly expensive.
Ashgabat has got such incredible statues, it's absolutely amazing.
Ashgabat is filled with enormous statues of people who have contributed to the state and numerous monuments. This includes the Arch of Neutrality, which reflects Turkmenistan's status as the world's only neutral country, as declared by the UN, and the Book of Runama sculpture. This text was written by the former president, and it's considered so important that it was even sent to space.
So if you're going to get married in Ashgabat, this place behind me over here, every single person has to come over here and register their marriage. It's a pretty phenomenal place to come over here in this big white building and register your marriage. And just beneath this giant structure is also a massive hall which seats thousands of people if you're going to have huge weddings. So yeah, anyways, if you're going to get married, this is how you get married Ashgabat style.
The marriage hall offers a stunning view of the all-white city and is also close to one of my favorite monuments in the city, the Bicycle Monument. This monument celebrates Bicycle Day, a public holiday in Turkmenistan when only bicycles are allowed on the roads. The day was established after the country broke the Guinness World Record for the longest single-line bicycle parade. Oh, there's the indoor Ferris wheel. Yeah, that's got a Guinness World Record for the biggest indoor Ferris wheel. Besides Turkmenistan's penchant for setting and breaking Guinness World Records, the country also has a thing for buildings with very literal symbolism. For example, the National Bank is topped with a giant coin, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs with a globe, and the Ministry of Energy resembles a cigarette lighter, the Ministry of Education looks like an open book, while the Stomatological Center is designed as a tooth, the Department of Oil and Gas resembles an oil rig, the Meteorological Center is shaped like a rocket, and the hospital is designed to look like a cobra. So we've just headed across the street from our hotel for lunch.
at this mall. I have no idea what to expect from this. It doesn't look like there's many people around.
It's the Golden Wall. Wow.
Oh my god, this is lovely. Wow. Look at these unicorns or Pegasus or whatever they are.
When I asked locals what to do in Ashgabat, many suggested visiting the mall. Considering it's such a popular suggestion, it felt pretty quiet when I went, though the extremely elaborate decorations definitely made up for it. The escalator was broken, so I had to walk up 3 stories to the food court, which was also empty.
Okay guys, so we have found somewhere to eat in this very interesting mall. Very elaborate decorations, as you can probably see.
We've got some sigara börek to start. I don't know if this place is Turkmen or Turkish. I guess it's pretty similar, right?
I think it's pretty similar. Oh wow.
Wow.
That is a proper doner sandwich.
Wow. There's a fries inside.
And this manti is absolutely delicious, guys. So good.
The food was actually extremely delicious, and with our stomachs satiated, we moved on to the carpet museum.
Here we've got the carpet museum behind us. Turkmenistan is known for their beautiful carpets, so we want to go check some of them out.
Carpets are a big deal in Turkmenistan. Besides holding the Guinness World Record for the largest carpet, the carpet museum in Ashgabat was actually amazing. I never thought I'd be so interested in carpets, but they were probably the most beautiful I've ever seen. And I loved how each region had its very distinct style. Beyond their traditional use as floor coverings, Turkmen carpets are also used creatively to make handbags, bike seats, and even doors for more traditional homes like yurts.
I have to say that was a really incredible experience seeing those carpets.
After the carpet museum, our tour continued, and this time at the memorial complex, which has the only non-white, non-marble statues in Ashgabat.
So, as you guys can see, we're in a really special place right now. This is basically the memorial for a number of things, for World War II, for the big earthquake that happened in the 1940s. It's absolutely stunning. It's really peaceful here. There's literally nobody here except for a few people tending to the gardens.
Ashgabat suffered a devastating earthquake in 1948, and due to the Soviet Union's heavy censorship at the time, much of the tragedy and the true extent of the casualties still remain unknown. However, estimates suggest it wiped out about 2/3 of the population. As I mentioned, the Soviet Union previously ruled what is now Turkmenistan, and the museum is also a great place to learn more about the country's Soviet past, including this realistic depiction of what the battle between the tribes and the Soviet Union might have looked like. With the majority of the city tour over, we told our guide we fancied a drink and to take us to a local Turkmen pub, but not before learning a bit more about the way the government organizes things down here.
This whole street that's basically laid out with like everything you need, like the department of fish, meat, vegetables, department of bread, department of fruit, cakes. So like if you were gonna get a big cake, everyone would go to that exact same place. Is that right? Wow. So useful.
Arriving at the pub, we found it empty once again, but that didn't detract from how cool the place was. Although Turkmenistan is a Muslim country, unlike in many other Muslim nations, the majority of the people here drink alcohol. They even produce their own beer, brandy, and vodka.
Sound like your health?
Salad.
Let's be healthy.
Very, very nice. I'm not really a spirits person, but I have to try it since it's like. Oh, it's nice. Strong. We are off to dinner to a Turkmeni pub called Zip. Let's see what this night has to offer. We've successfully negotiated a taxi. Okay, let's go. Okay, so as you can probably tell, we're in the dark. Our taxi driver has just dropped us off in some random area. But yeah, we're lost. We have no data on our phones, and we have no idea where the restaurant is. No.
This is the Iron restaurant? I think we're in the wrong place. Why are they giving me a Russian menu?
So one thing that I've learned very quickly here in Turkmenistan is, I don't know if women don't drink beer or what it is, but if you order a beer for a woman, you get a straw
with it. Now, if you look at Elliot, his has no straw, but mine has a straw.
So this is a popular bar snack here. It's Russian bar snack. And this is what? What are the options? The salted fish. Tarashka.
So we've just got our first dish. This is Russian smiglova, which goes very well with beer. It is smoked fish, and I'm just about to give it a try. I'm not a big fan of fish, so here goes nothing. That's not the one. Oh my god. Besides the kuroshka, which Elliot really liked, the rest of the food, the barbecued meats and the manti, were actually really good. Also, the bill for 3 beers and all this food came to only $13. Our next mission for the night, and that is to find a taxi, which we've just found because people just randomly stop for you here. Hey guys, so day 2 in Ashgabat, Turkmenistan. We've got a few hours, we're going to do some exploring, and then we're going to be heading to the Darvaza Gas Crater. I'm so excited for this, it's going to be a great day. We've also been promised that we might be able to see one of their famous national dogs at this like random filling station in the middle of the desert. I am so excited if I actually get to see this, it's like one of my dreams. So anyways, let's go. All white outfit again for the all white city. Okay. Got my coffee in hand from the hotel, which is actually really good. Did not expect that. Delicious coffee. With my coffee in hand, we headed to the August Kent Hotel, one of the best hotels in Turkmenistan, and interestingly, one of the few places where you can access social media without it being banned. Okay, so this is one of the places that we're going to go look for a carpet that has been advised by actually the woman at the Carpet Museum. This is also one of the only 5-star hotels in Ashgabat. Look at those electric doors. Bougie. That is probably the biggest lobby I've ever seen in my life. Oh wow, look at that, guys. $230 to spend the night here at one of Ashgabat's best hotels. You look like you're from Turkmenistan. After seeing all the amazing carpets at the museum, we decided to invest in one for our home. The prices were surprisingly affordable, about $250 for a handmade 2.5 by 1.5 meter wool carpet, and roughly double that for a silk one. A big tip though, when exchanging money in Turkmenistan, make sure to bring only dollars and avoid using the official exchange rate, as it's about 6 times worse than the black market one. It's fairly easy to change, just ask around in the market and someone will exchange it for you. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've just bought this very, very cute traditional handbag. This is what Turkmeni women use as their handbags. They're wool, and this over here is the signet or the symbolic, what would you call it, like symbolic pattern of Ashgabat, known as the 4 Seasons. It comes with a certificate with every single thing that you buy over here, and you have to have that certificate in order to export it out of the country. One of the most amazing things about Ashgabat is how large everything is. I mean, look how big this hotel is. How many rooms are in this hotel and how many are actually full? I would put a guess on maybe 2 out of maybe 800 rooms. So we're at the Russian Bazaar, one of the biggest indoor markets in Ashgabat. Let's go have a look. Wow, it is actually a very, very big structure.
Use it. So like $8. I mean, they are Ray-Bans, so it seems like a good deal too.
With Elliot's new sunglasses, we proceeded to try some of Turkmenistan's local delicacies, including caviar from the Caspian Sea.
Amazing.
Really?
Beluga caviar. That's the one.
I don't like caviar, but it's nice. I can taste that it's nice. Elliot speaking Turkish. A lot of people in Turkmenistan understand Turkish, so it's coming to a lot of usefulness here.
Okay.
Something that is very, very cool is that they have some really interesting days in Turkmenistan, and one of their interesting public holidays, interesting days, is Melon Day, which is actually happening next week, and I'm so gutted to be missing it. But yeah, you can see over here, they're known for their melons, and we're in melon season. I think we're actually going to stop on the way at one of the farms and get some melons and see where they're actually grown, so that's going to be super cool. We picked up a few tomatoes and cucumbers for lunch to go with our caviar. The Russian market is a great place to sample Turkmenistan's local produce, and it also offers a wide range of local crafts and everyday necessities. So we're sat underneath a tree on a sidewalk because we bought that caviar inside the market, and now Elliot is making
a little bit of lunch.
Welcome to the British pub, Florida.
Ooh. Never thought that I would be in an English pub in the middle of Turkmenistan, in the middle of Ashgabat. Absolutely crazy. It's so cool. Look at this huge Beatles poster. I'm obsessed with this. This is like an actual, I feel like I'm in England, except the only difference is an English pub would be filled with people and this has literally no one inside. We're the only customers.
It was pretty surreal to be in a pub in Turkmenistan. We played a bit of pool, had a local beer, and even got to catch up on the Olympics.
In Turkmenistan, in the Olympics, in Turkmenistan. That is pretty cool. In a British pub.
After a great morning and early afternoon in Ashgabat, it was time to head out of the city and start our 4-hour journey to Darvaza Crater.
Apparently melons and beer don't go. We've just found out, so stopping at the side of the street to go buy some melons when we get to the gas crater. But as I just told you, apparently melons and beer don't go. It's not recommended, it's not good for the stomach. So we're going to be testing that theory later. Bloody hell, that was fast. He is flying. He's on a mission. I don't know where he's going.
This is alibi thing down here.
Where?
Here. See
Oh
the
my
white-
god, right there!
It is him.
Right there!
It was fascinating to stop at some of the villages along the way where most people rely on livestock agriculture and small-scale farming for their livelihoods, a stark contrast to the marble buildings and towering monuments of Ashgabat.
Oh my god, they're so cute. Baby camels. We stopped in this cute little village on the way to the Darvaza Gas Crater. Yeah, he's definitely interrupting me.
The journey from here onward was crazy, driving through a lake, navigating sand dunes, and enduring one of the bumpiest roads I've ever been on. But as they say, it's not about the destination, but the journey.
So as you can see, this is one of the natural gas craters, but this one is filled with water. You can actually see the bubbles coming up onto the surface. Yeah, we've been warned not to go too close. You wouldn't want to fall in here. I don't think you'd have any chance of getting out. It's completely steep.
While the Darvaza Gas Crater is by far the most famous, we also stopped to see the water crater and the mud crater along the way.
This is the mud crater, but there's actually a little bit of fire and like burning gas, I guess, down here too.
We made our final journey to the Darvaza Gas Crater deep into the desert now as the sun was setting and the perfect time to arrive at the crater. I don't think videos will ever do this justice, but it was truly a sight to behold. Even in daylight, the crater is impressive. There are mixed opinions on how it came to be, but the most popular story is that the USSR was drilling for oil and gas when the ground collapsed, forming the crater. They set it on fire to eliminate the fumes, which were polluting the area, and it has basically been burning ever since.
The Dervaza Gas Crater, also known as the doorway to hell. No surprise there with the name. You can see with the fires raging all around the hole. It is quite literally the depiction of hell. It's so hot. You can actually feel like the fire coming out from here when the wind blows. It's super, super hot. I definitely wouldn't want to fall down.
As we saw the crater with the loss of the daylight, we headed to the campsite just 100 meters away to check on our accommodation for the night and have some dinner.
Home for the night. Guys, look how cute this yurt is. So yurts are the traditional way that Turkmeni people used to live. This is a very, very traditional way to sleep. We're actually not even sleeping on beds tonight. We're sleeping on the floor, like some sort of sleeping bag, like a roll mat. I'm so excited for this. I love sleeping in nature. It's one of my favorite things to do. And we're also going to be going back to the crater, which is only about 100 meters from here, and watching it in the evening, maybe with a glass of wine or something. But anyways, let me give you a little tour of our yurt. Welcome home. Guys, this is amazing. Honestly, I'm just having the best time in this country. I think Turkmenistan is so underrated, and heading out to go check on the food that our lovely guide is preparing for us.
Cheers. Okay, chef, what's on the menu?
We have ganat, meaning chicken wings. Ow, my eyes. We've got lamb and lamb chops. absolutely delicious. Wow guys, can you believe this dinner that we're having in the middle of the desert? This is incredible, and this is the exact type of food that you guys know I like. So we've got chicken wings over here, as Elliot likes to say, ganat, because he's Turkish, and it's the same thing in Turkmenistan, and lamb, which is my ultimate favorite food. Guys, what a treat. This is amazing. I can't wait to eat.
While eating dinner, we had some surprise visitors, hedgehogs everywhere coming to feast on the food that we had dropped on the floor, and oh my god guys, they were so cute.
Elliot, stop it. Stop it, Elliot. That light over there in the distance, that is the Darvaza Crater. We are walking a midnight walk in the middle of the desert. There's absolutely, you can see it's windy, we're right in the middle of the desert, there's no lights. And over there is the most phenomenal sight you're ever going to see. This is one of the most breathtaking experiences of my life. This gas crater burning with fire is 60 meters wide. You will never be able to grasp just how big it is from looking at it over here. Like many people know, this is called the gateway to hell, and it's for no surprise. You can see the amazing gas crater behind us again. It's absolutely insane. Honestly, I don't think any videos and any amount of videos is going to do it justice. And super cool. So we've got a convoy of cars in front of us who have just arrived all the way from China, and they're traveling all the way to the UK. Pretty cool. We've got Elliot over there talking to them. Okay, we're in the yurt, and guys, this is like one of the hottest I've ever been. I'm dying. You can see my face is like glistening with sweat. And there's a very loud person outside. I am actually dying of heat exhaustion. These yurts are another level hot. But anyways, hopefully I'll be able to get some sleep. You can see we've got our little sleeping arrangement. We're sleeping on the floor in like these really thin mattress, but it's going to be an experience. Hopefully the heat just doesn't get to me too much, because I'm absolutely dying right now. Looking pretty rough this morning, but
the yurt is not
the yurt is not the one for sleeping. Like, just pretend you don't see that. It is a harsh way to sleep. But there's hopefully a bit of this orange juice. Breakfast is gonna perk us up for the day.
After breakfast, we set off on the long drive back to Ashgabat for a final day of activities, but not before discovering that we needed to take care of something crucial before entering the city to avoid getting into some serious trouble.
Okay guys, so we've just stopped on the outskirts of Ashgabat to wash the car. You can hear the car wash because it is illegal to have a dirty car in Ashgabat. Can you guys believe that? That's mad. So we stopped for lunch at this incredible place, this huge venue just for doner kebab. Now you guys know that we love doner kebab because Elliot's Turkish, and they love it here too. It's obviously a huge thing. This premise is absolutely humongous, and the doner kebab looks absolutely delicious. I cannot wait to try. We're going to get a takeaway, and we're going to head to go see the horses now.
Look at the size of that.
Is it good?
Wow. So good.
That's amazing. That is very good. Well, good recommendation, thank you.
Thank you.
Literally 25 kilometers away from us, just over those mountains that you can see, is Iran. So that can just give you a little bit of context of how close we are to Iran.
It was really wonderful seeing a different side of the country beyond the desert. I was pleasantly surprised by the beautiful mountains, the lush conifers, and the gorgeous farmland on the way to see the horses. We got so much more than we bargained for as we fed some camels, saw another one of their national dogs, and of course got to see the horses. The Akal Teke is a Turkmen horse breed and is one of the rarest in the world. It's known for its speed, endurance, and intelligence. It's prized in Turkmenistan. These horses are featured on national monuments around the capital and are a symbol of cultural pride.
Wow, it's so amazing. I think it's so
Once again, we got so much more than we bargained for as we watched the horses in action. It was incredible to see them in person and witness the owner's deep passion for the breed. The cherry on top of the cake was when Elliot got to ride one of the horses in full Turkmen dress. This was so funny and a fantastic way to end the day. On the way back to the city, we spotted a wedding car, and in Turkmenistan, wedding cars are decked out in elaborate decorations with custom outfittings just for this occasion. The more bling, the better. How crazy. We didn't want to waste our last night in Turkmenistan, so we quickly changed and ventured out to have dinner and try out some of the local nightlife.
Guys, the food in Turkmenistan is some of the best food I've had in my entire life. I'm not just saying this, honestly, the food here is absolutely next level. These lamb chops, best lamb chops I've had in my life. Okay, we have to dance.
Let's go, dog.
Turkmen people really know how to have a good time. We had so much fun and only wish we could have danced longer. Most bars and clubs close by 9 p.m. and there's an unofficial nighttime curfew that makes the city feel like a ghost town after that, though some places stretch it to 11 p.m. Regardless, it was an unforgettable night and the perfect end to an incredible 3 days in Turkmenistan. So, is Turkmenistan really the strangest country on earth? As my guide mentioned when we arrived, seeing it for yourself is far more valuable than hearing about it 1,000 times. I had so many preconceived notions about this place, but what I discovered was a country brimming with natural beauty, vibrant culture, delicious food, and incredibly welcoming people. Its unique quirks and unusual laws only added to its charm. And while adjusting to the lack of internet and social media was challenging, it gave me the chance to fully immerse myself in Turkmenistan. I've developed a genuine love for this remarkable country, and I cannot wait to come back for my next visit. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe for more great videos like this coming very, very soon.